Well, hello, and howdy do to you there, folks and fellow tubers. I hope you are all doing fine, especially in this period of pandemic and protest. And in today's video, we will be doing the Fall of Hessian Tower. The path is clear. Find Karajan and finish him, before Kelly, his right-hand man, finds you. I am Nuclear Skull 7, and we will be doing part 5 of my Mark of the Ninja 2012 remastered walkthrough. Fortunately, I don't have enough honor points to get anything new here, but hey, we will eventually.
All troops report. I want that fire dealt with now.
I knew they'd overreact. Now's our chance. Let's go. Go find Karajan. I'll stay here and make sure no one comes back in.
As you may have guessed, this level and the previous one beginning in the exact same place wasn't coincidence. After this level was first gray blocked, this level and the previous one were actually one gigantic level. But after we started to put encounters in the level, we realized that playing the entire thing end to end would be about 2.5 hours on the first time, and this was just absurd. We split the level straight down the middle, which actually divided pretty cleanly. Additionally, by having 2 separate levels, we didn't have to deal with turning the original building into a giant flaming ruin, or anything like that. With less things in it, the levels load faster, too. Nels Anderson, lead designer. So I'm gonna do that a little differently, obviously. So I'm gonna sneak past the guard by doing that. But how did he notice me? Must have gotten a little reckless or something. It happens. Okay, unlike last time, I'm gonna wait till he looks the other way, and now we can take him out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use his body to drag it past that security laser. And voila! By destroying that tripwire with the bamboo dart, I was able to go through that door that unlocked as a result. I'm gonna go ahead and grab his body so I can use it to drag it past the other security lasers here. Because, yep, those things will evaporate you in a heartbeat. Meaning kill you that quickly, of course.
Look at the tracking device. Karajan is on the move. We need to catch him, and quickly. The fire won't distract his guards forever.
So I'm gonna hide behind this urn here. Go ahead and put a spike mine so that when he walks over it, he'll be killed. And he is no longer with us, I'm afraid. He lives on within our memories, even though he doesn't actually live on at all. Creating folly is always a fun undertaking. The biggest thing I need this time around was clanky, jingly guards tromping around. Well, I've got a great library of footsteps to draw on and a selection of boots to record if I need more surfaces. I didn't have the jangle I was looking for, so I broke out what everyone calls the dead body bag. This is a really big black canvas duffel bag that I filled with packing blankets to give it some weight. Then I strapped my large travel backpack to it, which has lots of buckles and zippers, and to get some metal sound, I hung some studded belts off it. With this contraption, I was able to get what I needed to build the sound of our well-equipped guards stomping around. Matthew Martinson, Audio Department. That's where I hid his body in there. Oh, and he managed to shoot me down, unfortunately. Gotta do that a little differently this time. like before, I'm gonna place the spike mine, but yeah, I'll do it pretty much the same way as I did before. Put it there quietly, so that way he won't be able to notice. And he only lives on within our memories now. Hit his body there. Go ahead and do the same with the other guy, but I'm going to do something, of course, to grab his attention. So I'll do it over here. And voila! That's how I took him out. That's a safer way versus risking the possibility of activating those sensors. I think that's what they're called, yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna unlock this door here. Voila! He's dead. Okay, so I'm gonna walk up this crawlway above those sensors so that they won't be able to detect me, of course. Gonna go ahead and smash that light. Oh, I forgot that that fails one of the optional seals, unfortunately. The optional seals are: terrify a guard by hitting another from a grappling point, reach the end without breaking any lights, kill you without raising the alarm. These rocket turrets are only used in this level, and I think there's only 2 or 3. They are vestiges of an earlier design for the Kelly boss fight. The idea is to have you reflect the rockets with darts into the floor, which Kelly would fall through. Yeah, it was way too complicated to build, but you can still technically reflect the rockets with a dart. It's actually not too hard if you aim while stopping them. Nels Anderson, lead designer. Hello?
I swear there was something here. Hold on. Did you hear something? No bite.
Luckily, that didn't fail any seals, of course. Ah! Another little challenge room. Now, like the challenge rooms we've done thus far already, this is fairly easy and straightforward. That is, at least if you know what you're doing. But first, before we step on that black and yellow platform, let's first hit that so that the security laser won't be able to get us. Look what I was able to do. Just through that simple act. Okay. Be careful, of course, not to jump into the security lasers, which I've done quite a few times in the past before. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Luckily, there's another way we could do it, if not what I was thinking. Alright. So... okay. Go ahead and go up there. Okay, I'm gonna hit that tripwire there. Then, Okay, now what I'm gonna do is... And, yes. That turned off the security laser, and I'm going to go ahead and drag it over here. And voila, that turned off the security laser, and now we got the scroll.
A bamboo stalk bends beneath a foot that's in flight. From a crimson.
From a crimson. That unlocked that door for me by destroying that tripwire. Dragging guards around was another fun folly exercise. I needed to make sounds for guards being dragged around on different surfaces. I turned to the dead body bag, again I used for the walking folly sounds. But for this recording, the studio wasn't going to cut it. Even if I had a folly floor, it wouldn't have been big enough to get a long enough drag to make a loop out of. So I found myself dragging a large black duffel bag, covered on bags and belts, around my apartment building and back alley. I'm not sure anyone saw me, but if they did, I'd bet that they were very confused. Matthew Martinson, Audio Department.
You fools, let that building burn. Let them all burn. You're here to protect me.
Karajan appears...
Fire. We need to secure the tower.
The sequence where the player follows Karajan is total smoke and mirrors. After the camera push is released, Karajan walks through a trigger and is magically teleported to another part of the level. This repeats each time you see him. There were actually a number of bugs where you could catch up with Karajan. Because you don't have to fight him, he didn't even have hit response animations or anything else that would actually let the player interact with him. After I put in countless safety measures, I am nearly positive the player can't ever actually catch up with Karajan. Nels Anderson, lead designer. Partly due to small team size and also just due to company culture, there were a lot of opportunities to work in a variety of areas of the game, and to use your own judgment when deciding how things should work. For me, one of the little details that I'm personally proud of was tweaking and fine-tuning the behavior of the guards when they are searching for a sound or something suspicious that they saw, and working with the artists to get supporting animation for their search patterns. Brooke Miles, programmer. We're gonna go up here, and a bit of a checkpoint there.
We're cut off. We'll have to find another way to get to Karajan.
Okay, and I think this is the part where I'm going to try and complete some seals. I'm going to try to anyway. Whether I'll be successful at it here specifically is kind of anyone's guess. And I'm not sure this is the right place to really do it, sadly. Oops, I almost... noticed. That was close.
Wait. Hey!
Yes! Finally completed that seal. Come on, Ninja Man. Take him out. Voila. Terrify another guard by hitting another from a grappling point. That was a lot of fun. I'll be the first to admit it. That's not the only time, of course, I'll be doing that. Oh, that's right, we have to go a different way. There we go. Okay, and as you can see here, I'm gonna like wait for him to go though, so it won't be dangerous.
Must be imagining things.
Yes, you know you are, buddy. I terrorized the guard by doing just that. And just to avoid the sensor, I'm gonna... just go up here just to avoid him. Oh my gosh, what a weird glitch there. In fact, I know what I'm gonna do. Voila! That's just what I did. Hangman's him. That's what that's called. Gonna use his dead body to block the security lasers so that I can get across there. No, I'm still 2 honor points short. But hey, I'll get it. While hanging on the ceiling or atop a perch point, hold down and press left click to target enemies with a deadly stealth kill from above. Can't talk. Gonna do smoke bombs. They're kind of more effective, I think. It's a miracle I was able to get that one challenge room complete. To create environments, we use the same level builder as Shank and Shank 2, but with some major changes to our process. I was the only artist on Mark of the Ninja environments for the first 8 months of production, which meant that hand-painting everything like we had done in Shank 2 was out of the question. We created a tiling system for the platform so the level designers could easily lay down collision geometry and change it as needed. As an artist, working with the tiling system kinda sucks, because it means you need to work on a grid, bletch, match up all the edges, boring. The tiling system was also used for all the interior backgrounds. This greatly affected the look of the game. I decided that if flatness and tiling were necessary to the production process, then I should do my best to play them up artistically. As much as I despise painting tiles, it was interesting to come up with ways to make it look good. Megan Shaw, lead environment artist. Okay, I'm gonna hold up a moment before I walk any further. Just let him turn his head the other way with the flashlight attached to his helmet. And I guess he wasn't gonna end up looking the other way, so... you were supposed to grab his body, but
he's going upstairs. Looks like we'll need to go around to get above the elevator.
I'm gonna walk up here, destroy the power disabler. Okay, and I'm gonna wait for this one on the left to lower before I go to this grappling point, because obviously that's pretty dangerous. Now that I've got a smoke bomb, I'm gonna wait for it to go down and then voila, take it.
Heavens vanish as flames lick the roof. Ashes will smother.
Thank the Lord. As careful as I was. No! Didn't mean to activate the damn alarm. Just when I got that scroll, and then I accidentally had to jump too quickly to the point I activated the doggone alarm. Notice how careful I was that second time on like the very first time? Yeah. Obviously you have to do it that way because you'll fail the mission in no time. Not fail any optional seals, but get yourself killed in no time. Usually in any game or movie, every character has a certain amount of foley noises for the sound of their movement. In Mark of the Ninja, I decided to treat our ninja a little differently. I wanted to emphasize just how sneaky he was, so I created no movement foley for him. He still makes footsteps so you can tell where you are, but they are quieter than any other character's steps in the game. Our ninja is so good even his clothes don't make a sound. Matthew Martinson, Audio Department. And unlike other security lasers, those ones will go on and off. So when they go off momentarily, you want to get out of their way and move out of the way so that they can't hurt you or kill you. And let's grab that artifact there. Our consequence of splitting the two levels apart was the endings are quite a bit smaller. This final was added by Jamie, Clyde's founder and Ninja's executive producer / project lead / generalissimo. Want to make the buildings up to Cali feel a bit more substantive. I actually really liked how it ended up. Nels Anderson, lead designer. And I was lucky that I was undetected. I'm going to go ahead and use a spike mine as a means of taking him out. And voila, he's dead. I'm going to go ahead and drag his body over here so I can turn off that switch, and that way the door will be open without him noticing. And I terrorized the guard just by doing that. Oh god, no. Gonna shut off the trip wire there. Oh, and that just leads us to where we were before. Okay, and I'm gonna see if we should use any of the dead guards' bodies to get past a security laser, because that, of course, can be dead dangerous. So we should have pretty easy optional seals to fulfill from this moment on. Go ahead and use the last spike mine that I've got. Ninja, you were supposed to use the spike mine, not the smoke bomb.
Hey!
is he?
Don't let him get away.
Don't let him get away from my Canadian accent. Okay, and voila, he's dead too now. I'm afraid he only lives on within our memories now. And look what that did. That opened up that door for me on the bottom right. Kelly is named after Ned Kelly, an Australian bushranger who is something of a Robin Hood figure. Ned's gang is infamous for fashioning suits of improvised plate armor, weighing over 40 kilograms to protect themselves from law enforcement. The armor didn't cover much below the waist, though, a fact the police in Glenrowan exploited to capture the outlaw by capturing him in the legs. Kelly was hanged in Melbourne Gaol in 1880. Kelly's body was dissected by medical students, and the skull was rumored to have been given to the police, who used it as a paperweight for a time. It eventually was returned to the Melbourne Gaol, where it was on display, until it was stolen in 1978. Despite some false claims, the skull has never been recovered. The rest of Kelly's remains were reburied at Pentridge Prison after the old Melbourne Gaol graveyard was accidentally unearthed during renovations in 1929. The unearthed bodies were just placed unceremoniously in a mass grave in Pentridge. But in 2011, Kelly's skeleton was exhumed and transferred to distant relatives who had them buried properly near his mother's grave. Kelly's armor is still on display at the State Library of Victoria. There's your history minute about Australian outlaws. And who said you never learned anything from video games? Nels Anderson, lead designer. So I'm gonna just walk and not run in case there's any guards.
No one gets through here alive.
Hey, I know you're here.
Hey, I know you're here.
Still nothing.
Watch out. A sniper can end your life with just one shot.
So yeah.
We'll need to find a way to block his scope.
So we're gonna have to use a slightly different means of blocking that sniper's scope. I'm just gonna get behind him and voila, take him out. He's dead. And that also turns off the security lasers. See if there's a place we can hide his body. Ah, there isn't, but hey, who cares? Just gonna go ahead and unlock that door for later on. Lockpicked. And now that those security lasers are out of the way, I'm gonna go up here. Now you notice this wheel here? I'm gonna use it to move this thing over here. So voila, now we've blocked that guard's scope. Now I'm just gonna walk across so that he won't be provoked to aim at me, I guess. And voila, lock-picked that door. And voila, got an artifact. There's a way to go over there. Yes, there is. Go and hit that tripwire. Luckily, the laser can't reach me where I am at the moment because it's blocked by that thing there, whatever you call it. And voila, he's dead. Took out the sniper.
don't show yourself, how can I thank you for making us look like a pack of flaming idiots?
Pack of flaming idiots!
If you don't show yourself, how can I thank you for making us look like a pack of flaming idiots?
Got him now. Use the vents.
So we're gonna skip that part. See what I'm doing there? I'm putting it over that light so that way he can't see me. Okay. Ah!
If you don't show yourself, how can I thank you for making us look like a pack of flaming idiots?
We're gonna just take him out first, so he won't be a problem. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and do what I did before in case there's other enemies that can notice me. And voila. I'm gonna use a simple tripwire, a simple bamboo dart to destroy the tripwire. Voila, the door's open. Okay, let's...
If you don't show yourself, how can I thank you for making us look like a pack of flaming idiots?
Alright. Yeah, there we go, took him out. So unlike last time, I'm going to use the vent to get to where I need to go. So, just to avoid those security lasers, of course. And voila! Reach the end without breaking any lights. Seal completed.
Come out, little ninja.
There's the man who led the assault against the clan. Now he's the only thing standing between us and Karajan. How quickly the serpent has become the mouse.
Bring it on.
Alright, and I'm quietly going here. First, I'm going to take out the guard there. The one with the sniper rifle, that is. This is a pretty epic big part. I'm gonna shoot the tripwire with the bamboo dart so I can go here.
Kelly seems to think you'll face him like a glorious samurai. Guess he doesn't know much about ninja.
For us, it was important to be able to make it through the entire game without killing anyone. However, we had to make exceptions for both Kelly and Karajan. Karajan we felt was important for the sake of the game's themes, but having to take out Kelly was basically us designing ourselves into a corner. Just implementing an interesting encounter with him was challenging enough, and we just ran out of time trying to find a way to make a non-lethal encounter with him that was interesting and not buggy. Nels Anderson, lead designer. Okay, and voila. Okay, it's been a while since I've played this level, so it might take me a little while to figure out what I'm supposed to do, but it says danger, high voltage. So we need to hit something that's high voltage, obviously. Alright. Look what that did for us. Gonna have to hit that one too. The Kelly boss was probably the least enjoyable scenario to build. We really didn't want the boss to break the rules. We so carefully set out for the player, but everything we tried exploded in combinatoric possibilities that we couldn't account for. In the end, we opted to take the ninja's path and make the gameplay about avoiding him completely. Jamie Chen, executive producer. And there we go, took him out. Kill Kelly without raising the alarm. Seal completed. Alright. All 3 seals completed. Awesome. Well, there, folks and fellow tubers, I believe that will end part 5 of my Mark of the Ninja 2012 original walkthrough. Remember, if you like this video, please hit the like button below, and if you want to see more of my videos, please bamboo dart that subscribe button below, and I will see you all in the next video, folks. Till then, though, be sure to stay safe, happy, and healthy in this period of pandemic, as well as protest. Amen.